Jin Young. It's John Weiss, and today we're going to talk in more detail about the bottom triangle, okay? Because I think it's really important, and I think a lot of people, sometimes they get it wrong, especially in the beginning stages, okay? So, bottom triangle, what I'm really talking about is from your waist down to your feet, okay? Now, to do the bottom triangle, right, okay, there's a couple ways. One is toes out, heels out, okay? And then you adjust, make your adjustments, okay? Now, what John wants to do is knees in, okay? His toes are in slightly, okay? Feet are roughly about shoulder width. If he looks straight down, he should not be able to see his toes because his knees should just cover his toes, okay? And that tells you that's enough, that's just enough bend in your knee, okay? Now, if his pelvic is back like this, okay, this is wrong. Okay, so what do you got to do? We talked about the pelvic tilt. Your pelvis has to come forward, okay? And that straightens out your spine alignment, okay? So yeah, now he has a pelvic tilt. Now his knees are in, bowed in. His feet are pigeon-toed. His knees are bent so he cannot see his big toes, okay? So now his bottom triangle is set. This pelvic tilt is really important, and we're going to come back to that, okay? So, now that he has everything set, this bottom triangle is set, okay? The triangle is from his feet, or his heels, out, and then the triangle follows his shins all the way up to the middle of his body, okay? To the point of the triangle, okay, top of the triangle. That's the bottom triangle, okay? So, now we're going to talk about stepping, inside stepping drill, okay? So what John's going to do from here, he's going to bring, now, this is called inside triangle stepping because if we draw a triangle on the ground, okay, this is the base, the point is up here. John's going to slide across the base with one foot and then step up to the top of the triangle, okay? Now, his weight, okay, should be in his rear leg. Rear leg, yeah, that's it, okay? So this leg is empty, that leg is full, okay? Then he just goes back the same way he came. Touch his foot and slide back out to the base of the triangle. Okay, now the other side. Step. Okay. Now when you do this, everything should still follow all the details that we just covered. His knees are in. His toes are still in. Okay. He has the bottom triangle still set. His pelvis is still tilted forward. His pelvic tilt is forward. Okay, everything is still aligned. Okay, so now he's going to step forward. Okay, either foot doesn't matter. Okay, now from here, okay, we're going to do what's called advanced stepping. Okay, now an advanced step. Okay, all he's going to do is step forward with the front foot. Okay, and then he's going to bring the other foot up. See, forward. And step up, okay? Forward and step up, okay? Now, when he does this, same thing, okay? You cannot lose your pelvic tilt. You cannot lose your knees bowed in. You cannot lose the feeling of your toes pigeon-toed, okay? When you're doing this. You can't lose this, okay? If I start doing this and I lose my triangle or my toes are out, then you're losing your structure. You're losing your bottom triangle. Okay? Now, a good way to figure out if you're maintaining your bottom triangle is having someone give you some resistance. Okay? And I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay? Now, he's going to get into 1 foot forward. A little bit square. Yeah. 1 foot forward. Okay? I'm going to put my hand on his hip. Okay? I'm going to put my weight into his hip. See? Now, his pelvic tilt is forward. Okay, and that's what I feel. I feel his body here. Okay? I'm going to push into him. Okay, now he's going to take a step, put his knee down, and then step up. When he does this, he never loses this pelvic tilt. Step, and forward, and drive. Ah, see? Step, and forward, and drive. See, he's moving my whole body. Okay? Now, if he tries to do this, but he keeps moving his pelvic back and then forward. A lot of people do this, and it's not right. Once your pelvic goes back, go back, retreat, then he tries to come forward, no way. Go. You can't do it. Right? See that? Once you lose your bottom triangle, your pelvic, you have no more power. You cannot nullify my force now. Okay? So once he stabilizes, he gets into the right triangle. There. Pelvic is forward. Okay? I put my hand on his hip. He keeps it forward. Now he steps. See, he's still not losing it. He still has his pelvic forward. Yeah, see? Now he can move my whole body. Okay? That is the key to maintaining a strong bottom triangle. All your power comes from the bottom triangle. Okay? So you cannot keep retreating, going forward. Retreating, going forward. Or even worse, just keeping your pelvic back and trying to do all your hand movements. This is completely wrong. I have no bottom triangle. Okay? Even though everything else looks right. My pelvic is wrong. Pelvic is retreating, I have no more power.